Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. I don't scrap episodes very often, but I thought about it for a second there. Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays a Binding of AFTERBIRTH here on the Monday morning Marcus Magic Show. Did you see what Katy Perry did this weekend? No, I didn't. Tell me what happened. She went to Saks Fifth Avenue, and you know what she did? No, tell me what. That's me doing a little morning show radio bit. No disrespect to the people who work in the industry. Keep up the good fight. All right. What do we got going on here? I don't know. We're running out of stuff to do, which is an amazing blessing in disguise. We just did... No, you wouldn't. Keeper and Lilith? Who else needs some juice? It's just Keeper and Lilith. God damn it. Okay, fine. Lilith hard mode. We just did a greedier mode run, and we did we won a run as the Keeper. We lost a run as the Keeper. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. 74FHZ010. That was earlier today for me, and I've played a little XCOM and 2 episodes of Anti-Birth since then. I don't remember what the hell happened. I seem to remember dying as the Keeper, or maybe we died as Blue Baby on... Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay. For now, how do I feel? Alt Path Lilith. Let's remember this is Afterbirth Plus, not Anti-Birth, so what do we need to do to get to the Alt Path? It's quite simple, and actually, I mean this sincerely. Fairly forgiving. We need to, get to the Hush fight. That's not that bad. In contrast to fulfilling a set of conditions that is a little bit more difficult and also amps up the difficulty every single set of floors in Afterbirth. Sorry, in Anti-Birth. Now, all we merely have to do is get down to the freaking Hush fight. That's not that tough, right? We can do that. I wish these guys would come over here and then suck on their own dicks until they died of dehydration. Because, like, dude, I can't shoot! You're making it impossible to shoot. Don't get tilted this early. I can't shoot. You're blocking my incubus. Fuck it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to stand up here. They're all going to rush us, and then they're all going to get tired. And then we're going to run out and fucking land 12 shots here as quick as we can. We've done it! That is right. Good room, fun room. Tears down. I'm reserving judgment on how apocalyptically bad that is until we get a little further into the run. But certainly, like, if we can't handle a single Tears downgrade, if we don't have the resiliency to handle that, we're already fucking lost. So we just got to accept that, you know, sometimes the first pill's gonna be bad. If you can't deal with the consequences of that, don't take the pill. It's as simple as that. Not every pill that you take is going to be a Tears upgrade right off the bat when you need it the most, you know? This is the first time in my entire Afterbirth Plus life that I've ever been annoyed with these stonies, dude. Get out of here. This is ridiculous. Okay, pop over here. Thank you very much. I think we have very nearly taken a hit about 20 times on this run, so... Well, don't ever let the game let you think it doesn't have a sense of humor. What are we looking for? Well, any semblance of where we are would be a good start, I suppose. Wouldn't mind getting a map. Wouldn't mind finding an item room. Wouldn't mind knowing what's going on. Do we just fight the boss? I think that's a sensible approach that we could take here. I apologize. I'm sounding tilted already. I shouldn't be. But we're playing as a character who's tough. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm not having fun. I'm having a unique brand of fun. You know, the same kind of fun that you have when you go to, like, a haunted house? You're like, this is fun, I want to die. That's, like, you know, how I feel right now. I know that the sweet oasis of Isaac Eden random runs lies merely over the horizon. I can almost see it if I close my eyes and tilt my head towards the sun just right. Huff enough, you know, peanut butter fumes, I can almost get there. Bring me the people as in free my soul. I wanna get lost in the Eden runs and drift away. Well, I'm gonna save a bomb, even though I would like to finish this fight as soon as possible. Patience is a virtue. We can get through this fight without spending any more resources, including HP, if we just do so patiently. I've been recording my runs at night, just trying to get it right, and I need you. You is magic mushroom in this case. Okay, PJs, I appreciate the spirit hearts. Actually gives us a little bit of a window to make mistakes and still come out on the other side. So don't get me wrong, that's not a sarcastic appreciation. I'm quite happy to have the PJs. Would have preferred anything that amps us up statistically, but so be it. Sloth, not necessarily bad. If our first item room sucks, then we'll actually be retroactively happier to have the PJs. Because, you know, we're probably going to take damage on the next floor inversely proportional to how good our item is. So if our item quality is like a 10, you know, if we get a mom's knife in there maybe, although it's not that great as Lilith. Let's just say if we get magic mush in there, we might not take any damage. It's an infinitely good item. Our expected damage taken approaches 0. If we get, you know, an item in there that's actually just not worth taking, I expect that we will probably get hit a few times on the next floor. It's not so bad, I suppose. I expect that to change nothing in the interim period, but sure, so be it. You didn't screw me too hard. I'll live with it. Like I said, all we need to do on Lilith run is make sure we got a good pace. Make sure we're not taking 5 minutes and 24 seconds to get through the first floor, and really the world is our oyster after that point. You know, as long as you don't make that one simple mistake of taking 5 minutes and 31 seconds to beat the first floor, you should be on a good pace to have a chance to beat the Hush. No, I'm just being salty right now, but it's unnecessary. We still have plenty of time for the run to crystallize and come together here. I will spend 1 key. We spent 1 bomb and 1 key effectively for money. Wait, did we get 2 bombs out of that or just the 1? I think we got 2 because we would have gone down to 0 to get it. I mean, we actually don't need spirit hearts. I would have liked the golden chest to be better, but it's not that bad. The money that we picked up is acceptable, I think. It's gonna take 100 years. Should be like a Lilith, like a dividend. Like if you play as Lilith, we just make like the first 2 floors easy. Until you... It's a very simple conditional statement. If Lilith's tears and damage stats are base or worse, don't spawn shit that is annoying. It would actually, you know, you got to embrace, and I think I've been doing a bad job of this lately, to be honest with you. You got to embrace the misery in Isaac, because sometimes the misery is what makes the sweet parts sweeter. You know, Mom's Knife, Guppy, they're much less exhilarating if you didn't precede those amazing item gets with a run in which, you know, let's just say you beat Ultra Hard with Blue Baby's Only Friend being like the best quality item that you had over the course of that entire hour-long run. Beautiful. We will take Pentagram. We will take Lokes to death. We will take Brimstone, and the game is afoot, mon frere. The game is afoot. What do I mean by this? Oh, I mean a lot of beautiful things. What I mean is that it's beautiful in a way, isn't it? I said and felt internally that I needed to truly love the game in order to get what I needed to get in order to survive. And the game said, he's finally figured it out. He's beginning to believe. Only in saying that I love Big Brother have I found myself finally accepted into the Isaac society I've so longed to rage against. Hopefully that we can socially engineer the game more in the future to ensure that we always get items we actually like. Joke's on you, motherfucker. I don't embrace the misery. I embrace the zaniness. Appreciate the spirit hearts, though. Well, we got it. Yeah, multidimensional baby. I don't mind it because it's a familiar, and it's a pretty good familiar. I find, though, that it tends to be better... I actually thought it was glitched, and I was going to make a very sarcastic comment there. Now that I know it is not glitched, just disregard what I was about to say. Hey, my name is Ruka. I'm gonna sit on your cellular phone. That's not where you should sit, Ruka. That's not where a cat should sit. There's no reason for you to sit there. Why would you sit on a cell phone? Doesn't make sense to me. We got these cozy beds for you. You want to put your head like 2 millimeters away from the monitor. I'm starting to think this cat might not have the same level of intelligence as a human being. Well, emergency contact is an item I don't understand. Or a trinket I don't understand fully. And by trinket, of course, Capricorn, I love you! I mean, it's a card I don't fully understand. I think it just pulls us out of whatever room we're in, so it's a teleporter. But we're definitely going to be 100,000 times more stoked to have the question mark card. Because the question mark card is going to grant us access to, basically, a special feature I call shitting on whatever boss we want to shit on. Having, like, well, it won't be 4 times. Having 3 times brimstone for 1 room, it's going to be pretty sweet. So, what are we looking for now on this run? Honestly, I am relatively unconcerned about this run, but the more the merrier as far as, you know, good upgrades go. So, thank God we didn't keel over and die and just, you know, hold R after. And I gotta be honest with you, I was tempted. And that's an embarrassment to admit, but I was tempted to just hold R after I had found myself in that situation. I was like, why? We started with a shit item. Shit roll, let's mix it up. Nah. We stuck with it. We got Capricorn, we got Brimstone, all on the same run. So far, so good. And we've still got the 36% deal with the devil chance right now. So, you know, we're far from being in a scary position right now as well. I would still love a rate of fire increase. Oh, good. The super armor on the Bighorn is so annoying, dude. That's alright, though. I'm hoping as well to get, like, our brimstone lasers to shoot through one of our 2 multi-dimensional babies. Oh, like, we had our window right there, but he wasn't up yet. We're almost done. I'm so happy. Give me the deal with the devil. Ensure that this is the greatest run we've seen as Lilith in a long time. I don't even care, dude. The fact that we got the deal with the devil is just proof that there is benevolence in this universe. There is clemency and generosity, and the earth is not a cold, dead place. Might as well pop this, grab that, get the fuck out of Dodge. Okay. I mean, we will take a range upgrade, which is worthless for us, but at least contributes to the mom transformation. And you know what? Let's go to the curse room. I do want to do boss rush, if possible, as Lilith, while still being able to get into the hush fight, just because that's, like, the principal joy of being Lilith, is having, like, easy plays for boss rush. But I also want to make sure that we can make the hush fight, because the hush fight is the most important thing. And this room sucks, so as far as I'm concerned, me and the game are now even. Pretty fly. Pretty fly. Defense fly. Pretty fly, I love you. We don't need to go down that road. What are you looking at, Rook? I know, I heard some cat scratching out here. I think that maybe Tomo was trying to come into the room and he tripped on a shoe and then he got real spooked about the situation. Don't worry about it. Not everybody can be a genius like you, buddy. Not everybody's got that Albert Einstein. That was a joke. That's a joke. If you say it's a joke, that means it's a joke. Cat DNA, you know? Okay. I mean, kind of don't really care about the Chariot card when we got such other valuable cards at our disposal. But look at this. I do believe Lump of Coal does great work with Brimstone. I can't remember. There was one game in which it didn't. It might be Vanilla Rebirth, but I don't think it's Afterbirth. Dude, the rate of fire is so bad. I can't get a charge. I am destined to take damage because every time I get hit, it just fires our Brimstone in a random direction. Okay, well that was hellish. Now, like, no irony, we actually are even game, because I actually thought I was going to have to watch my HP just evaporate there. Every time I got hit, it automatically fires the Brimstone shot. That was not me just having, like, a finger spasm, I swear to you. Loki's Horns. Do we get Incubus with the occasional quad shot? All that tells me is that I really need to up my rate of fire if possible. And don't let me, you know, give you a false flag operation like, whoa, now this runs in a tough spot. It's not. It's still very, very good. And it's like substantially ahead of the curve on everything except maybe time, which we're a little bit behind schedule on. But, you know, we're like a minute back now. We were 2 minutes back on the first floor, which should give you some indication. However, it would be nice to get some tiers upgrades because our rate of fire is the only thing really stopping this from being like a 10 out of 10 right now. So we're going to peep the shop. It is Spirit Heart Central, and I don't think the piggy bank is good enough, so we'll just take this key and move on. With no guppy leads, not too invested in sticking around on this floor. I've already been to item room and shop. We got a tinted rock right here. Small rock would be nice, not quite exactly what I've asked for. That's okay. We got a golden chest. The golden chest is a regular chest. The regular chest is useless. We got that 38% devil deal. Didn't get it on this one, but life goes on, honestly. We beat the odds on the last one, and we'll have a better chance this time because of, you know, the penalty erasing and also pentagram as well. So I love having a fly that does a ridiculous amount of damage room to room as well. People told me on Twitter that, which, again, the best way to disseminate information related to Isaac to me is on Twitter. It's the easiest way for me to see it, because I'm like, hey, let's go on Twitter and massage my ego. And then, hey, moron, why don't you... No, it's actually, like, extremely positive, but most of the time. And it depends on if I've made a mistake in XCOM that got someone's favorite squad member killed. And I can understand that, you know, because there were some times in, you know, the run of Breaking Bad where I wanted to tweet Vince Gilligan and be like, hey, Vince! Walter White's my favorite character. Why did you commit character assassination on him by having him buy a PT Cruiser? No, wait. Yeah, it was a PT Cruiser and a Pontiac Aztec, right? I can't remember. It's been a while. I think that's correct, though. Bombs are key? 48-hour energy? Well, it could be worse. We're making good time right now. We're still very light on keys. Oh, all is forgiven. Take battery, baby. Justice? Death. Take the spirit heart. Just keep yourself in a good spot here. The cats, I don't understand cat logic. They want to be close to me is probably the answer to this question. It makes me feel bad to ask why they're here. But why are they here? They come into this office, they jump up, they sleep in an uncomfortable position, and then whenever I talk even slightly loudly, they look at me like, hey, I'm trying to sleep here, asshole. That's not how the world works. You know, I don't walk into, like, a pharmacy, fall asleep in the aisle, and then go, hey, stop talking about your medicine, right? That's just, like, the worst metaphor of all time. This is not a great item, so we will re-roll it. Virgo's not good enough. Not Virgo, whatever that is. Scorpio. Broken bones. We get bone tears occasionally. Probably does nothing for us with brimstone. I didn't really think about that. I know you want to sleep. I want to... Shit are made of solid gold. Sometimes it's not in the cards, baby. If you want to sleep, there's plenty of... It depends what the most pressing desire is. I'm flattered. You want to spend time with your, you know, owner, who is not just your owner, but, you know, the closest thing, along with Tomo and Kate, you got to a friend in this universe. I'm flattered you want to spend time with me, but you can't come in here and demand that I be quiet. You should learn to sleep despite my yelling. I think you'll be able to figure it out. I learned to sleep when you're, you know, throwing up on my backpack for no reason. Is it corny to wear a backpack? I don't know. I didn't think it was corny at all. I thought I looked stylish in like a Kanye West, you know, college dropout sort of vibe. And then I mentioned on the stream that I wear a backpack, not all the time, but like when I'm going to class. You know, I got documents and the laptop in there, right? Please don't rob me. And it's a shitty laptop. It sucks. It's got malware on it. If you use it, I'll freaking find you. Anyway, what I was gonna say is people said, LOL, NL wears a backpack. What do you take to school? Well, I have an Indiana Jones messenger bag, courtesy of Zach Galifianakis collection. Yeah, okay. Put some real your bag could not handle my documents. My dossiers would burst the seams of your messenger bag. Even the strongest bags cannot handle my portfolio. Where has this channel gone? It's a good direction. I'm very happy, to be honest with you. I was gonna play that up for like some occupational dread, but I feel like the channel's in a good spot. We've entered it. We've nestled ourselves. We used to be like erudite here and talk about like late 90s hip hop, and that was an early 90s hip hop, I guess. But that was a good time. Don't get me wrong. So is Death's Touch. Now we've found ourselves in this period of embraced weirdness that I'm quite fond of. We have a little bit of like in the videos. There's a hint of ridiculous absurdity. Humor is referential without just being a pastiche of, you know, what's popular at the time. I think we're in a good spot, dude. I'm having a good time. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching all of my stupid videos, or at least some of my stupid videos, so that has allowed me to evolve as a video creator to the point where we're able to make this stuff, which is also stupid, but I hope it entertains you either way. Dude, our flies are so ridiculous right now. I'm loving life. That's a special room down there. We're on Dank Dabs too. I was actually very confident that we were not going to be able to make it to boss rush on this run, simply because we finished that first floor 2 minutes behind schedule. To be able to pull it back is a testament to the quality of the items we've gotten and nothing else. Like, no matter how good of a player you are, there are certain limits to, like, the speed that you can make it through a run with a certain set of items. Like, you know, it doesn't matter how good you are, you can't be like, well, I just killed the enemy faster. Oh, we can't even bomb our way through there. I'm so good, I just, you know, it only takes me 2 shots to kill them instead of the 3 that it mathematically requires. Like, that doesn't happen, so I really can't say anything except that the run has been very kind to me. We've already been to the item room. So really, it's just about getting to the shop, and then it's about doing boss rush if boss rush deserves doing. And by that I mean, well, first we have to beat Mom relatively quickly, actually, but by that I mean, if there's an item in there worth going to bat for, then we're gonna do it. We had to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. If there's an item in there worth going to bat for, we will do so. Land it, land it, land it. That was good. That might have just done it right there. Thank God. No deal with the devil. A little surprising. Get the Polaroid, though. Nothing in there. It's not worth it. Look, I love Lilith boss rush as much as the next guy. It's not worth the, like, 2% chance that we're going to fuck up our ability to get to the Hush fight just to do that boss rush. As much as I hate to admit it. Alright, so what's the play now? Probably took a little too much dumb damage. We should tighten up the graphics on level 3 and also tighten up the damage that we took there. Recognize we got a great deal with the devil chance here, and that's probably... it's going to take a lot to replace the existing trinket we've got. Oh, thank you, Fly. It immediately justified its continued existence right there. Recognize we got to deal with the devil. Recognize you don't have to take a deal with the devil unless it's worth taking. Just to say, if it's a shit item, don't take it just to be zany. The red hearts can still be valuable, either on a future deal with the devil or, you know, just in keeping you alive. Look for tinted rocks. This is it. And don't forget to wear sunscreen. Only 90s kids are going to get that one. Here's something that some people, I thought it was like semi-common knowledge, but what I classify as common knowledge is actually highly specific trivia that doesn't imply intelligence, but rather just an unabashed loyalty to minutia. That song, you know, Sunscreen, that weird 90s like pseudo one-hit wonder, was sung and perhaps written by Baz Luhrmann, the director of Romeo and Juliet, Moulin Rouge, and, you know, the most recent adaptation of The Great Gatsby. Weird, huh? So we got the Leviathan transformation, which is very nice. We got Book of Belial. We got Synth Oil. We got Abaddon. Great pickups. Love and life, honestly. So now we can fly, and our damage is going to be slightly better. Our rate of fire is still probably going to mostly suck. But that's okay. The question mark card, I think I've finally figured out where I'm going to use it, and the answer is we'll use that on the Hush fight. I always bank on having to go to the Hush fight in order to make the Void Portal appear. It's plausible that we won't have to. It's plausible we'll just get lucky and one will show up. You know, maybe after the Mom's Heart fight, for example. But I we can't bank on it, for one. Beyond that, I wish they would get rid of this RNG, okay? It just annoys me, maybe even unreasonably so, but it annoys me because I don't understand it. And I'm afraid of things I don't understand. But mostly, I'm like, why are there different percentages for different bosses? That just seems needlessly complex. Not even complex, but just like tougher to remember than a rule of thumb, like, you know, 15% after each one of these bosses. Plus, it creates like inconsistencies in the run that annoy me a little bit. Well, first off, basically that is a permanent box of friends. Then, oh, I didn't mean to place that, but it's not that big of a deal. Then, ceremonial robes pays for itself. So we're taking both of those, and then we're going through to the Hush fight. I think that they should just put a Void Portal after Blue Baby, and you can decide whether or not you want to go for the alt path. That's my opinion on it. But I'm not a game designer. Doesn't mean I think that I'm wrong. It just means I'm not a game designer. Anyway, we're going to use the question mark card on the Hush fight is the gist of that. Still looking for a Tears upgrade, but I'll take Little Brim. Yeah, Brim, Little Brim. Doesn't bother me. It synergizes like extremely well with Box of Friends, especially when we're going to use a question mark card here right off the bat. We're not going to get another deal with the devil, and we don't need speed, so I'm not going to take our... And Mama Mega, it gives us like a little bonus right now, but I'd rather just donate the money, honestly. Okay, well that was easy enough. We're going to go... The reason we didn't actually use Box of Friends at all against Mom's Heart was because we're going to start this Hush fight off on both barrels here. We're getting like a seriously nice damage amplification here with the familiar Gatling gun we got going on. Pretty much impossible to fire a shot that does not travel through a multidimensional baby. Just gonna keep them spinning here. The idea is that if we keep our multidimensional baby spinning, it just creates a much greater chance probably that I land a brimstone shot through them. Or a little brim shot, but I don't know if little brim shots get amplified. It's possible they do, impossible they don't. And this is like, I mean, it's a great run, don't get me wrong. But it's also even greater than I think it originally looked. For the Hush specifically. Like, this fight here is making me look like a genius. Much more than I think I actually deserve. Oh, don't mind if I do. It might seem like a little bit of a waste. And it might be a little bit of a waste, but I stand by it for now. This is some of the fastest we've ever killed Hush while having to dodge the least. I like it a lot. Next shot he's gonna go. Dude, that was so easy. That was actually extremely easy. And I'm having, against all of the prejudice I had. What? What? Ruka, hold me. I can't get down to the void floor. It won't suck me down. What is your problem? I don't know, fucking nuke the doors, see if I care. What is your problem here? Okay, well. Oh my god, we got in. I was just about to leave and be like, well, the game fucked us again. Thank God. You know, I can continue to be indignant. I'm going to choose not to be and instead just say thank you for helping me out of that situation. Mad respect. Whatever happened there, I appreciate it. Maybe it's that my hitbox is misaligned because of the fact that I got Leviathan or I'm Lilith or like maybe it wanted Incubus to go down. I don't know. All I know is I'm happy that it's looking like the one Lilith run we've done in Afterbirth Plus so far is just gonna win. That's pretty sick, dude. I'm stoked. I'm having a great time on this run. And that's what I was gonna say before I got, you know, my brain got fucking fried by that void portal that didn't seem to work. Is that against all expectations, I've had a good... That was not a great idea, but against all expectations, I've had a good time on this run. Isaac can surprise you. It really makes me... Okay, we probably shouldn't have even popped the box of friends there. Isaac can surprise you, dude, and that's the magic of movie making right there. I'm extremely happy about how this run has gone. Could still fuck up. Don't get me wrong. Probably will not at this point, but the delirium fight, it can catch you. If you're not paying attention, it can do some bad stuff. Is it a second secret room that opened over there or something? Oh, there's a hermit card? What? Ace of clubs? Wow, crank that card, girl. We're gonna take hermit card. Actually, highly underrated at this floor of the game because we can use it to teleport out of the delirium boss fight while gaining the knowledge of knowing where it is, so we can stack up on more items before the delirium fight if we find it too early. In contrast to a lot of people, and I know about this because we were talking about it on Roundtable today, but the podcast that I do with Mathis and Bear and Nick, but Nick's away, so Invicta was on today. A lot of people do not like the Void at all, and they chalk it up to the fact that it's uninspired. And by that, they usually mean, and I'm not saying I disagree with them necessarily, but they usually mean it just recycles assets from other floors. In contrast, I actually like the Void. And what I like about it is that it gives you an ability to get more items than you could get on the chest, but there's a risk associated because the items only appear via these boss fights. So every boss fight you go into, there's a chance that you get Hush, or not Hush, sorry, Delirium, and then maybe find yourself in a bad situation. Could they have done it in a way that I feel is better? Probably, but I actually like the Void fight for that unique value proposition that it offers. You know, the idea that just being on the floor and going into a boss room is something that you have to do, but is also a gamble. Now, having like a sort of like boss rush, like Mega Man style fight, every room is a boss fight that gives you an item, but they get progressively harder en route to Delirium or something. Sure, maybe that would have been cooler, but I actually have no shortage of salt in the Afterbirth Plus videos lately, but at the same time, I will give them props for Void. I'm in the minority on Void. I like this floor, and you know, do I like it more than the chest? I mean, for now, but part of that is probably the novelty of it, but I like the way that you get items, as opposed to just getting 4 when you start. Which is not bad. I always like, you know, that kind of like infusion of power you usually get at that point. But I like the chest as well. The complaint that I agree with is that the Void is far too easy. If you made it to the Void, you were probably strong enough to kick the shit out of the Void. Judgment. I don't really want to play this Judgment. Apparently there is an easy way to divine what boss fight is going to be Delirium. He's like always by himself, or he has a tendency to be by himself or something. Like no other boss fight's close. I don't know how true that ends up being, but I don't really mind right now. You know what? Just teleport me. Yeah, okay. I wonder if the Emperor always takes you to the Delirium fight, or if it takes you to a random boss fight. And be wary of reading too much into the fact that we found the Delirium fight instantly. Dude, I am very happy. This Lilith run turned out to be awesome. If we're gonna, you know, get an easy run, I'm very happy to have an easy run as a character that I am honestly terrible with. So, I think that we pretty much won the luck lottery here. Sure, maybe the Keeper would have been better, but we need a different kind of great run to have a Keeper win. This is just the perfect Lilith run right here. Brimstone, Little Brimstone, multi-dimensional baby, LeBron James, and enough HP to shake a stick at, whatever the fuck that means, Teddy Roosevelt. That was bad damage, but it's very nice and rare, sadly, lately, to be in a situation where it doesn't matter that we fucked up and took a little bit of damage that we shouldn't have. Ooh, that felt great. Get myself wedged back into this chest here. We unlocked euthanasia. It's another syringe, it seems. For now, thanks for watching. Well, maybe it's not a syringe. It just looks like a syringe. It might not contribute to Spun. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.